Hey guys, it's Tenem, and I haven't made a video in a long time, and a lot of you guys have been asking for an update on the Floor 5 guide. So I finally went and done it. I got the stuff, well, most of it at least. I am broke, I'm sorry. And let's get into it. Before I start with the setups, I would like to say Floor 5 is difficult and there has been a lot of changes. So there is a Catacombs 14 requirement for it. I would recommend Catacombs 20. There's more parties there, and it would help a lot for damage and health. Alright, so today I'm going to be making a cheap setup and a recommended setup. I'm wearing a cheap setup right now, and I have half of the recommended setup. So, the cheap setup. I went as cheap as I could without dying or as much. I went shadow goggles. All of your gear should be 5-star, by the way. Shadow goggles. I don't know why I have zombie soldier. Ignore this. This is not part of the setup. I don't have it, so that's just perfect armor. Here is some necromancer lord leggings and some necromancer lord boots. The reforges necrotic, loving, necrotic, and necrotic. If you're struggling for health, change either one of these two pieces to giant to give you some extra health. I would recommend perfect tier 7. Underneath, I don't think it's worth it that much. Pets, you would need a sheep pet. There isn't really any good health pets that aren't whale pet, and whale pet's kind of expensive. I don't even use it. So for weapons, you're gonna want Bonzo staff. It is pretty weak. If you don't have the money, you can start off with this. I would recommend Frozen Scythe. It does a lot more damage and it goes through enemies, so you can damage a lot more enemies. But Bonzo Staff does work pretty well for clearing. Alright, so you would probably need a zombie sword. Doesn't have to be floored, it can be lower tier for health. And you would also want an aspect of the end so you can go around. Alright, now for the recommended setup. My recommended setup would be Necromancer, Lord, and Boots. If you want an upgrade, you can do Storm Armor. It gives you a bit less health, but it will help with mana, and the mana gives you more damage. Chestplate, if you want, you can get Storm Chestplate. It gives less defense. You could also go for Necromancer Lord Chestplate. It gives more health, and I'm pretty sure it gives less defense. And yeah, you should probably keep your shadow goggles if you can. You can get wither goggles, but that is like Catacombs 28. And for weapons, what you're gonna want is a spirit scepter. It does a lot of damage and it's very good for controlling, since it's a guided bat, meaning you can bring the bat anywhere you're facing. So if there's a enemy behind a wall, you can just guide it through there and it will hit the enemy. Alright, let's test the cheap setup. Obviously, I don't have a perfect chestplate, so I'm gonna have to go with the next best thing. A storm chestplate. Not as good, but I think it should be around there. It's about a necromancer chestplate. Alright, I'm in a dungeon run. I got my Bonzo staff. Also, all of your armor should probably have hot potato books on it. It gives you a bit more extra health. Pretty cool. As you see, I'm pretty good for clearing. Kind of annoying that you do get knocked back, but it does do some damage. I don't actually want to mess with that right now. I'm gonna run away. Here's the Shadow Assassin. You just gotta hit it a couple times. Obviously, you're gonna have teammates, so it's gonna be a lot easier. And there it is. Right, so obviously you're gonna have more teammates and more blessings than I did. Volatile stuff is not very good for boss room. I would recommend maybe a frozen scythe as soon as you can get one. It's very helpful. It helped me a lot while I was on floor. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. And yeah, if you guys have any recommendations on what to do, leave your suggestions in the comments below too. And see ya.